Just think, if all those people had actually made an orphan their priority, how many more kids would have been taken care of? How many more of those 1,300 kids in Barstow, I'm thinking, are going to be able to stay in Barstow or stay in Needles so that their lives aren't as disruptive as they might be? Because when your kids come down the hill to Rancho Cucamonga or Azusa or LA or who knows where, I've even had kids in my home that were placed from LA County because they didn't have anywhere to put them in LA County. And those parents often don't have the resources to come and see their own children because they live 2 or 3 hours away from them. Reunification becomes a lot more difficult at that point. And so our desire for doing what we're doing here is to create foster families in Barstow, to create foster families in Needles. And I'm so thankful that you are choosing to open up your homes for that reason. But Courtney and her husband made a commitment that we would never speak those words of, I just never got around to it. They were going to get down to business. So they would adopt. The neat thing was, though, that as they began their adoption classes, scared and excited, we trusted the Lord with His plan for our life and believed even more in our universal call to orphan care. We knew without a doubt that our heart's desire would be met, as would our financial needs and the needs of the child that He had handpicked for us. What happened took them completely by surprise. One of our adoption classes was paired with a foster care class. They hadn't considered that before. We were introduced to a father who had lost his children into the foster system. Typically, when people think of those parents, it's something like, oh well, they probably deserve to lose their kids anyway. Not always, but this father took the mic and wept as he told his story. He was an ordinary man living an ordinary life. He was you, he was me. Things happen sometimes. Sometimes they're just purely economic. I had a child placed in my home years ago. Mom was in prison and Dad was a long-haul truck driver. He was a good father.